Hey folks. So I've been asked a couple of times if I would ever do like a playthrough or something, right? Because I think people were interested in seeing designers play games. So let me take a crack at this. This is a game. It's called Zelda Dungeons of Infinity. It's a fan game. Let me give myself some extra rupees just to have an easier time here. It's a fan game that some fan made, and he basically took Zelda Link to the Past and copied all of that in like Game Maker over 4 years of time. It's extremely impressive. I was very impressed by this game and what he did here, because basically what he did is he turned A Link to the Past into a roguelike, and we'll just get into it. And did it in a way that is extremely true to the original. All the mechanics feel very familiar, right? And a lot of times with these games, like the devil is in the detail, right? Like I've tried numerous fan games before, and usually the controls are a little bit off, or the enemy behaviors are off, and so on, right? And you really can't fault fans or people that much, because like it's just a shit ton of work to make sure that these games work properly, and that you really catch that, right? Like I think any game developer, like even if you try to copy just Super Mario Bros, right? It's a lot harder than it looks, even for older games. Anyway, so this turns A Link to the Past into a roguelite. So you enter the castle here, right? And then we have on the right side of the screen, you see like we have 12 floors and then a boss. And really just the goal of the whole game is, well, get to the boss, kill him, right? Like get through all the floors. There is a town in the middle of it, where you can buy some stuff, etc, etc. And yeah, I'm just gonna add my thoughts to all of this. I've played A Link to the Past a lot, so I kind of like know my way around Link to the Past. By the way, if people want to see what controller I'm using the 8-bit Do Neo Geo controller, mostly because it has micro switches, and I really like micro switches. It just makes everything feel a little bit more tactile and precise. So there's that. Oops. And yeah, maybe like, so generally with this game, I'm always, I don't know if other people do that as well, but I'm counting how many hits things take, right? So these bigger guys here take like 3 hits with the sword. So usually I'm counting in my head whenever I hit enemies, like 1, 2, 3, etc. Right? I don't think I missed anything. I don't know. This is just the first floor, so we'll just go down there. And let's see how far we actually get in this run. And the thing is, with any other roguelike, right, this is a roguelike, not a roguelite, so, I don't gain anything from my runs that I could take over into my next one. And if I die, that's it, game over, right? Like, you have to run the entire thing again. Let's see. Oh, here I actually missed some pot. It's really important that you always pick up everything and so on. Cool thing also here that did not exist in Link to the Past is that you can take pots with you into the next room, and that was not a thing in A Link to the Past. So he did update some stuff, and then also you can't do the charge attack thing that Link can usually do. But let's see. Regarding the dungeon layouts and so on, I'm really impressed how that stuff works. Oh, we'll buy this, and then also we'll buy these gloves. These are not power gloves. Like, we can go to info. This just gives me 1 extra defense. So in the top left there under my magic meter, you see I have like 1 attack. That's the sword, and like 1 defense, which is I have now because of the glove. So it works a little bit differently in that regard than A Link to the Past itself. This also has kinstone pieces from Minish Cap, which is quite cool. Did I miss something there? Sometimes playing and talking at the same time can be a little bit difficult, but I'm kinda used to that. But it's still, every now and then, when I'm focused on what I have to talk about, I might just not remember certain things and so on. That just happens. So we'll see. Okay, so this was the second floor. Now we'll get to the third one. This is already the castle prison. So far, this run is unexciting. We have some dead people here. And again, like, I played through this game before. I know approximately what all the rules are and so on. I had one run where I made it to the boss, and then I died on the boss because I didn't have any clue what the mechanics are and how I would kill him. And then there was something interesting about the boss as well, but I don't want to necessarily spoil it. These guys are rough. What I generally find interesting about A Link to the Past, right, is that, well, it's a simple 2D game, but still it's, you know, its combat system, if you can call it that, right, it's still quite intricate for what it is, right, because, like, I will take quite a bit of damage here, and it's not, I wouldn't say this game is easy per se, but still, because of like the way you have to position around enemies and so on, it actually, yeah, it actually can be quite challenging. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh my god, a heart container, I want that. And then we even have some money left for a shield. And here's another thing that's different. We have limited inventory, so I need to kind of like think about what do I drop in this case. I might find a kinstone that I can march with. I definitely don't want to give up my gloves, and I don't want to give up my food. In that case, I only have 3 arrows, so I can drop that for now to have my shield. And I found the key. Yes, regarding the dungeon layouts, by the way, I love how this actually works. So we spent so much time on actual dungeon design and so on at Moon, for example, right? And we always try to make sure that things are designed in a really intricate way and so on. And obviously this doesn't quite reproduce that, right? But for it being procedurally generated, holy crap, for it being procedurally generated, it creates really nice flows. Honestly, I find this quite a bit better than what I've seen in many other roguelikes, because it's not just flat layouts. And also, I should use a bomb here and see if that leads to something. No, it doesn't. Because it doesn't actually just create flat layouts, it also has rooms that, you know, like go on top of other rooms and so on. And then usually it also always guides you back, like if you got a key, it guides you back to the door where the key is and so on. So it's quite clever in that regard, especially for being procedurally generated, right? If you look at, and I don't want to talk down other games and so on, right? But if you look at games like Hades and so on, usually the areas are basically just flat, right? And this one actually does it a little bit more interesting. Even like if you look at Bloodborne, the Chalice dungeons, right? Like they're really simple in terms of the design. It's basically just these cubes that are stuck together. And, you know, believe it or not, I mean, I think this game really does it better than these major productions, which is, again, like really impressive. Really impressive. So if these guys' combat system rise, like here you just, like, I'll show it for now, right? Like if I would hit this enemy from this side, I would hit his thing, his little lance or whatever he has there, right? So I always have to hit him kind of like a little bit offset. And then here, another little trick is, like, I only have like 1 attack power, or whatever we call it for now. But a pot does 2 damage. So throwing a pot at an enemy actually, well, there you go, is actually stronger than a sword swipe, but now I got my steel sword, so now that actually does 2 attack already. So now my sword swipe is just as strong as me throwing a pot at an enemy, but the pot still is good because it's basically a ranged attack. So there we go. Now these enemies that needed 4 hits before only need 3 now. And she is dead. There's another dead lady here. Oh my god, I'm not playing well at all right now. Kind of rushing a bit. I find these guys very annoying. This is interesting. So this is an NPC. I will skip through the dialogues, by the way. Who gives me some leather, and then that I actually have to use in the town. So it's just, it introduces this really interesting mechanic, right? Where it's like, okay, what do I take with me for a longer period of time? Like, do I have more healing items, or do I want to, you know, do the risk and reward thing of like carry this for longer to then get a bigger reward? So it has this delayed gratification thing. Did I miss anything here? I don't think so. So I find that to be really, really interesting in terms of the game mechanic. We missed a spot here. I don't really need that right now because I'm almost full of life, but we'll remember that for later. So, and this is what I meant, right? I got the key and was kind of like routed back fairly organically to the door that needs the key. And I mean, this stuff is usually not easy to do. Like, we spend a lot of time and a lot of resources on designing our levels, making sure that that stuff works. So really, really impressive. So 3 hits, 2 hits, 1 hit, and good to go. Let's see, did we miss anything here? Nope, but we didn't go here yet. Oh, rats, I hate rats. They're simple but annoying. Okay, let's see, do we have something here? Oops, another enemy. It's 2 hits, and we got some heart from him. There's a door here, is there something here? Nope. The way the darkness works here is also quite different than Zelda, because this is a proper, you know, like just lighting, very simple lighting, but lighting, and it works obviously very different than than they did it on the Super Nintendo. But I think in a really good way, because later on you also get like lanterns and so on, and that stuff actually really matters. So I think that was also handled really nicely. People can complain, I think, about the visuals and if that matches, right? Like, but I think it's done okay. These are the typical Zelda puzzles, right? The whole thing. Well, every now and then you have a closed door and you need to light the torches. That's just a 16-bit level design right there. It's funny how, you know, those are not those things like. I remember on Ori, we spent so much time, and I always regretted that we went down this path of trying to contextualize everything, right? Like, no, this platform can't just fly in the air. It needs to be held up by something, graphical element or something, and I always was like, oh my god, I wish we would make Super Mario where it's just normal that platforms are floating in the air and nothing is contextualized. That would have made our lives way, way easier. So with these enemies, these are very similar to how they work in, or basically the same, how they work in A Link to the Past. Usually in A Link to the Past, what I do with these, I just spam them with bows. I don't have a bow here, so I'll just have to kill them the traditional way. Let's see, so I have to do that. Oh, that's interesting, I never had that before. Well, there's a gap there. I really don't want to spend my health potion. So, normally I'm actually pretty okay at this. But right now I'm kinda not. Probably because I have to talk through all of this. Let's see, if you're at the final one, it gets quite easy because the pattern is simple. So this guy basically just drops down next to you, so all you need to do is go to the side, hit, go to the side, hit, go to the side, hit, and we got it. So there's a heart container, then we get a little crystal. But yeah, I think the structure here is really super, super interesting. I was very, 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 again, like I'm just repeating myself, but I was very impressed by this. It's a simple game, but it's really well made. It's just really goddamn well made. It's very addictive. Like lots of really interesting design decisions here. Just a really, really good old time. And frankly, if I would be Nintendo, I would just talk to this guy and, you know, make sure that this stuff lands on the Nintendo Switch, because it has that level of quality. I don't think anybody at all would be upset if Nintendo would officially release this. I think everybody would very much enjoy a title like this, especially now with the Switch being late in its life. So here we have an interesting thing. Well, in general, what's interesting and what's also very different than A Link to the Past is that if items drop here, they don't just fizzle out. They don't just go away after some time. So wait, let me think. So here's a closed door, actually. But they stay, right? So you then can make kind of like these strategic decisions of, do I leave that item there so that I could come back later and like grab that heart and so on? Wait, I'm a little bit confused right now. Oh, there's a door here. Okay, that was it. And that is actually really cool. I mean, I'm sure I get probably why they couldn't do that on the Super Nintendo with like its, you know, specs and everything. But that actually creates a really fun element where you can leave pickups for you for later in a way that it would be uncharacteristic of all these older... Oh my god, why am I so bad right now? Of all these older games. But just, that was really nice to see. Because it just adds another element of strategy where you can, you know, not immediately pick up everything if you don't have the need for it, but just leave it. I'm playing really not well. Every time I'm taking damage, it's basically me being too impatient and so on. So we can do this. As you see, I'm always checking, you know, what rooms, like what is left in those rooms. Okay, get this guy. Oh, there's the key here. So there you go. So that is actually cool. So right, so now I got the key from this room. Now if I go to the left room, this is that, and then this kind of like leads me back to this room, which then leads me back to, where was the key room? Probably here somewhere. Here somewhere, right? So this is really nicely done. So now I have an update to the glove. Now this does +1 attack, +1 defense. So I'm now at 3 attack power, 2 defense, which is nice. I'm not gonna grab the other one, which is basically just a compass. Also, I don't have the money for it. That's another thing that I actually quite like about this game, that the money, the rupees actually really matter. That's one of the old problems in Zelda, right? That ultimately, like, you can't do all that much with the rupees that you collect. And then usually they ends up with, oh, there's a fairy fountain that, you know, just gives you 5 more more arrows to carry, but it costs like 100 rupees or something like that. I think this game did it way nicer. And that's actually saying something, because we're talking about, you know, old classic Nintendo games here that were usually fairly, you know, tightly designed. Here you have to be careful. Generally in the catacombs we have to be careful with these spikes, right? And like also it's a dark area, so that's kind of like the gimmick in this zone. So here again we have the key thing, right? Like the locked gate, so now we have to find the key. So here, this we haven't explored yet. Another skeleton. Oh, now we got the key. So we're basically good to go. And we should always check if we explored everything. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna miss some stuff, but probably okay. Let's see, bomb packs. I can't afford anything. Okay, so down to the next floor. And I can't afford any of this. I'm wondering if I missed something. I'm sorry that I have to annoy everybody here. But this is the kind of situation where you really want to check that you didn't miss anything, or any extra rooms or anything, because otherwise it just becomes harder. So here there was nothing, here there was nothing, and then this to the right. And let's just check real quick. So this was 115. Was there anything to the left? Nope, anything to bomb. This is also quite interesting, like the designer basically, in A Link to the Past, you had this thing where it's like, hey, if there's a crack in the wall, that tells you that you can bomb something. Here, what the designer decided was, But it's basically random chance, right? Every now and then you have a crack in the wall, and there is something behind there, and then other times, you know, you're unlucky. There's nothing behind there, and I find that interesting as well. And I don't think they did the thing where you can actually hit the wall with the sword to see if it's breakable, but I think this works for the roguelike thing they're going for. So actually I think I'm good with exploring, so let's see, we'll just head down there. And we'll have to skip this stuff. Next floor is the sewers. So immediately I'm presented with this, and I can't pick it up. So now this is interesting. My inventory is full. I could also consume the item right there. But this is like a full or half a magic meter, and I already still have some magic left. So I probably just leave this here for now. Oh, and this, nice. I found some secret area. Or probably not so secret, because this is a crystal switch area, and I didn't find the crystal switch yet. But before we head down into this area, let's see if we missed anything here. And yes, we did. These guys are interesting. They are the same as in A Link to the Past. They can just steal your stuff. And that's quite nasty. And then we have these things that are interesting. They just basically shoot a fireball whenever the player attacks, which results in really interesting behaviors, where you have to be really kind of careful. Let's see. So these guys take 2 hits. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see what we are. I still get asked quite frequently on Twitter or X if we were inspired by Zelda and Metroid when we made the Ori series and so on, and of course we were. Absolutely 100%. I grew up playing Zelda and Metroid and all those things. And yeah, 100% I looked at all this stuff, and Symphony of the Night and all of that. Super Metroid. Everything. Because the idea, I mean, this should be the case with art, right? That you actually look at everything that's out there and kind of like put your own twist on it, right? And see how you can actually evolve the genre further a little bit. So this here is actually interesting. This is a gem, and the mechanic behind this is that every now and then you find some Sora fountain or something. And in order to get something from the Sora fountain, you have to throw 2 gems in. And this would be one of those, and you can throw any gems in that you find. I will probably drop my Kinstone for this, because I think the chances are probably better that I find another gem, I would guess, than to find yet another, or the right Kinstone with the right color. But I might be wrong there. Oh, and we haven't found a crystal switch yet, so that's the next thing on the list of stuff we actually need to find. So here was that whole thing, then here at the bottom, what did we have here? We had this, and we had this. Oh, and then we didn't go to the left yet. I'm guessing that's the thing with the crystal switch. No, it's not. 1, 2. Get away from these. Oh, this guy stole my shield. No, you don't. There was nothing here. Interesting. And there's nothing here. And here we have this thing. And there's nothing here. Let's head into this direction. Let's head here. Let's see where could that crystal switch thing be. Did we miss something here? Let's actually check on the right side. That looks kind of suspicious. Oh, this was the door. Okay, well, here's the crystal switch. So now that I hit this, I have to get back to the area where I've been. Oh my god, I'm playing super badly. I wanna die. Time to concentrate. And use ranged attacks. So this was basically just a trap room. There's nothing here. So we hit that crystal switch thing, so now we just need to check where was that whole thing. I'm full on magic. I would love to have some of these other bracelets. There's one where you can convert your magic into hearts, which is quite useful. And I'm almost dead, but I don't want to spend my potion. And being greedy usually is exactly what leads to death. Oh my god, stole my money. It's actually not that big of a deal if they steal your stuff, because if you kill them you get all of it back. But still, can be annoying. The quiver and another energy thing. I am pretty sure this here is gonna lead to nothing, but let's try it anyway. Yes, it leads to nothing. Fantastic. So I wasted a bomb. Oh, interesting. What's this guy? Some food if you find any. A potion for you if you want. Oh. Well, that is very good. Fills up my health fully. Very nice. That's pretty much exactly what I needed. So we'll hit this guy. Well, that wasn't too bad. And then this guy. Oh, nice. Yeah, so this is a little bit of a Mario thing, right? We can get stars and then just murder everything on the screen. Which, again, like just a really satisfying game mechanic. Pretty interesting. So we run up here. And yeah, I mean, these dungeon layouts can be quite complex. This reminds me of like level 8 in NES Zelda. Oh, that was a bug. Bomb. Yeah, sometimes I actually saw this bug a couple of times, that when you throw a pot. My other Kinston that dropped a screen, right? Yeah, sometimes when you throw a pot, it throws it against some invisible wall or something. But I hope this guy will just fix that. We kill these guys. With these guys, we always have to be a little bit careful with... Wow, I've never seen this before. And we have a vendor with so much stuff. I'm thinking. Buying a gem. So now, what am I dropping in favor of the gem? I don't want to drop anything. So that was a waste of money. I'll just take it with me. I wonder if I can throw it and stuff. I never even tried that. No, probably not. Jesus Christ, why am I taking so much damage? No, we didn't. Also, this is another little bit of a trap room. And with these guys, yeah, they can be really annoying. I forgot to finish my thought last time. This is basically, every time you want to hit them, they do this electric thing. And then you get zapped. Of course. And I think they are timed differently than they are in A Link to the Past. So they're even more annoying. Which I think is actually a good design decision. Because in A Link to the Past I didn't really care that much about these guys. Here you actually have to be really careful. And I would say that's what this guy did really successfully with all of this. That, you know, you play the game really, really carefully. So here we have this. Anything here? Nope. I still don't have the key. Where could the key be? I still have this here open. Two. Yes, this is probably the key. Yes, there we go. I'm full on bombs, so I can carry 8 bombs. This, now I get the key. Even more bombs. makes me wonder if I lost some... If I missed out on some secrets already. And I'm guessing I probably did. Like every time I get a compass, which shows you what you still have left, I'm seeing that I forgot stuff. So I'm probably not the most attentive player. But in general, I'm like, since I've been doing game design for such a long time now, I'm usually playing fairly methodical, I would say. And try to kind of like see how the game works in the background and what the rule sets are and all of that. But I don't know, I couldn't even tell anymore if that's different than how I used to play games. I think I explored everything. Just every now and then in a roguelike it's good to just check. So let's see, I think we're good to go. So now we're actually getting to a part where I think the design doesn't quite work as well. And frankly, again, I have all the respect in the world for the person who designed this game. And I think the solution to this problem that we're going to see here is just, oh my god, why? Is just a lot of work, which is probably why this didn't happen. But the problem that we will see is that we will get to a town now. And the town, like, even though the rest of the dungeons and so on are fully randomized, that little quest that you have in the town is the same on every single run. Which obviously I think drags down the game a little bit. Because every single time you hit the town, you have a fairly elaborate quest, and it's always the exact same. Which kind of like goes counter to what the rest of the game wants to be. And fixing that would mean, you know, lots of different quest steps, so they're interchangeable, or that kind of thing, which frankly is lots and lots and lots of work. So I can see why that wasn't that important. Also, by the way, if we listen to the music, that is from SimCity on the SNES, on the Super Nintendo. So we're in Rebel Village now. And first thing I'd usually like to do is, because there is a little rupee gem, I just always like to check first if that exists here. Yeah, here it is. Pendant of Wealth. So what this does is it adds a 20% bonus to all collected rupees. So I don't want to collect a ton of rupees, I want to get this first, because then every other rupee is like worth 20% more. So let's actually go through the town and how it's designed and so on, right? So we basically had the entrance area, and it has some stuff on the left side here, like some secrets here. I can actually, let me actually just get this. So this was rupees already, but I have to get to the 135 or so anyway that this thing costs. And there's secrets hidden behind stuff. In general, what I always appreciated about the earlier Zelda games, right? Like, they were 2D games, but like every screen usually had like numerous secrets available, meaning like bombs, walls that you could bomb, or yeah, just bushes that you could whack, and then there's a secret door underneath it and so on. And again, like, the designer behind this game actually very much managed to mimic that. There's just tons and tons of stuff everywhere, which is super nice. So we had this entrance area, and then there's this little tree here that also people who played Link to the Past will know what that's about. And that comes into play in just a second. And then, wait a second, I just want to first get a few more rupees. So let's see, I want to get to that 135. So there was something here and then here, but there's also something here. And then behind the waterfall, I think there were some rupees. Yes, so now I'm at 160. So now I'm gonna buy this pendant. That's the first thing that I'm gonna do. So now we'll buy this. And I can't equip it anymore. This might not have been the smartest thing. I'll drop the gem for now, and I'll grab this. And now I'm gonna generally go farm this whole area. So let's start at the beginning. So if we walk in here, And then there's a chest in here. Let's grab that. Some Deku nuts. Replenishes 3 hearts. I don't really need that. Let's leave it here for now. So then we have this room here, which just has some pots and some rupees already, which is great. That gets me some money. I don't need to equip this for the thing to happen, right? This is just a passive effect. And then this lady, we can give that letter to, that we carried with us. And then she gives me, yeah, 150 rupees, which is nice. And then it has some sob story. Again, like normally I would read this, but because we're doing a little playthrough, I'm just skipping my dialogue here. Dum, 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 dum. Then we go to the next room. Again, has some pots and so on. That is nice. And then we'll go to... We won't go to this lady, because now, at this point, I might just want to check here if we can buy a level 2 inventory bag. So if I buy this, what we'll get now is I have yet another row of stuff to fill up. So now I could actually grab the stuff that I dropped before. Where did I drop it? I think it was here, right? Yes, there you go. Okay, so and now we could actually go and do that little quest line. So basically that whole quest line thing starts, I think, here somewhere. We'll back down all these bushes. Somewhere there should be a book. Yeah, here's the book. And the book we bring to the library. So let's do that. So here's the library. And then we bring this guy the book. And then in return he gives us the mirror. So this is a little bit like that quest from Link's Awakening, where, you know, you get one thing and then you get something else and then you get something else and then you get something else, and at the end you get something. I think in Link's Awakening it was Boomerang, right? And this lady lost her mirror, so I gave her the mirror. Now I got a mushroom. And then with the mushroom we'll head to the witch. The witch is right here. And I'll destroy all her pots, because she doesn't deserve pots. She wants the mushroom, and she gives me the magic powder. And then with the magic powder, and this is the thing that obviously isn't the best, right? Because like literally on every single run, you'll have to go through these exact steps if you want to get the most out of your run, which I find a little bit, like, I don't want to say annoying, right? But just not that great. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to go here, but that magic powder we can use on the tree to turn the tree back into a fox. What happened? Blah, blah, blah. He will give me the magic. And then with the magic, we go to this place, over here, and here, and here, and down here. And there's some stuff for me to get here, so let's do that real quick. I have too many bombs. I need a bomb bag. Let's remove this here. But our next step was the magic. And we're almost done with the quest line, by the way. The magic I can use here to reawaken the king. And the king will give me a key. Blah, 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 blah. Give me the key. And then there's yet another little secret over here. That leads me to the chest over there. Gets me some fire orbs, which I really don't need. And then there's yet another thing over there in the desert. There's one thing I didn't find out yet. This guy is looking for his contact lens. I have no idea if that's a thing. I've never found any contact lenses. So there's a secret over here between the cactuses. So then we can go up here and destroy this. And talk to this guy. This is Sasrahala, or whatever his name was, right? I never really use the fire orbs, so I'll drop the fire orbs and I'll take this with me, because this is yet another one of those items that you need to take with you for some time to get a reward later. So I think we did everything in this section. I think we did everything here. Can grab that bomb now. And then let's actually check real quick. So we have a little bit of money. We got the key from the king, and that's what we use here. That should get us quite a bit of money. So we can collect all of this. Collect some money here. Okay, I'll take a short break. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. Let me see. Does my controller work? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we were just at the King's Lair treasury and got a bunch of money. So let's see. I definitely want some armor. I don't even look at the other stuff yet. I first want armor. I want a better weapon, a better shield, bomb bags, a bow. I have 492. Let's actually check the other stuff real quick. So what is here? I think there was a heart here. Heart's always good. We'll grab the heart. And then was there anything good here? Let's see. This one could actually be cool. How much stuff do I have? So I don't have any. Oh, but I could do this now. So now we can see the Sora stuff, right? Because I think there is a Sora fountain here. I can also grab these. Grab some more money. Did I not kill these pots already? Okay, so we need to do this. And this. And then kill these pots here. And we have a gem bag. So now what this does is this, like these ones won't fill up any inventory slots anymore, but they actually stay in here, which is nice. And then there's this guy who basically just has vanity text. So we don't really get anything from talking to him. There's this. I think this one was a Sora fountain here. Yes, there we go. So we'll do use, and then we'll throw this in. So it needs 2, and it doesn't really matter which ones you have. Which, I don't know why this was done this way. But basically you throw 2 things in and you get something. This is just an antidote. There's curses in the game, meaning if you open up a treasure chest, there's a chance that you could get cursed, which is interesting. And then this one would ensure that, well, we don't get cursed, and I'll leave it in my inventory for now. Let's see, so potions here might be nice. I still have 1. I also have the antidote potion. The other ones don't really interest me. I don't do magic that much in this game. Which, by the way, if you look at the Link to the Past, which is almost a perfect game in my book. But one of the things I always thought Link to the Past did really badly is magic in general. It wasn't really super well done or super useful, and in most of my playthroughs I barely use it. Would be interesting to know if other people think differently. I only have 5 arrows, and I don't have a bow. So we can keep that in consideration. So this one costs me 115, which I kind of like, because I like the idea of converting magic to hearts, which can come in super, super handy. This is more of a random gamble. The lamp would be cool. So I don't need these other ones. And then what else did we have here? Let's check again real quick. The quiver and the bow and the bomb bag. Bomb bag might be nice because that fills up another, or frees up yet another inventory slot. And the shield. Let's actually get the shield. Shield is nice. And then let's actually get the bomb bag, because then I have yet another inventory slot. This does the same thing as the treasure bag. So now the bomb doesn't fill up any inventory slot anymore. It just lives here now. And then let's see. We have 220 rupees left. I think I did everything regarding the quest stuff. Might have missed something. I don't know. Then there's the pub. I don't think there's anything in the pub, right? These are all just vanity text stuff. There's a link thing. There's a little drama with Zelda and this guy. And then what does this say? Nobody under 18 allowed. Okay. Well, neither you, buddy. I think we've been to all these places now, right? Yes, so here. We can grab that bomb that we dropped before. Didn't I drop some other thing before, somewhere here? Yes, the nuts. So let's grab these. And then here, I don't think there's anything more to do. And then I don't think there's anything more to do here. I went through this, I went through this. And then here's the food thing, so you can buy food, which we will do in a second. And then, was there anything interesting here still? We had this one, which I'll buy now. So this one might come in useful. And then we basically can fill up yet one more slot, and we have 105. 105, let's see, what can we even get for that? We could get a bow. I don't know if that many arrows. And then this stuff I didn't like. And then we could also get some potions, which might be smart. I'll just buy this. And now we're full anyway. And I have 45 rupees left. Is there anything that we would drop? How much does this fill up? Only 3 hearts. But it doesn't really help me. But 3 hearts, and then let's see. So with my money, 45. The most expensive thing I could buy here is these 35 ones, right? And I'm guessing they're all set to the same thing, right? Like they're all 4 hearts. If they're 35. Oops. Yes. So it's a little bit better than my nuts. Which I will just do. I'll convert this. So I'll do this, I'll drop this, and I'll grab this one instead. And I think we did everything about the town now. But this, I think, kind of shows that every single run you go through these exact same steps, which is in such an opposite direction to what the rest of the game does, right? Where everything, like the dungeons are random and everything is always unique. But then suddenly the town is always the same. And that strikes me as like, okay, that's a bit strange. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. I'm not playing so badly. 1, 3, and this guy is also 3, I think. Key. Let's go here first. Okay, so this is where I came from. Is there still anything at the bottom? Let's see. So there's this statue here. There's this, and there's nothing at the bottom, and then there's the key here. One thing that I quickly want to check out is if I equip the bomb bag and I circle around this guy. Can I do this? Is there something here maybe? No, there isn't. Okay, so let's check the top. So then the key needs to be here somewhere. I would guess this is a 1, 2, 3. 3 hits. These guys are 1 hit, which is nice. Here, I have this. Oh! Very nice. Oh! That's a lot of food. This one I can just consume. This one we will leave here for now, because I might just lose some more hearts. So this is where that whole strategic component comes in, with just leaving stuff in some rooms. And this was obviously... Whoa, I did not want that. This was obviously never a thing in, you know, all the Zelda games and so on. Probably because they couldn't even store this stuff in RAM. And now I teleported early, because I got tossed into the teleporter. I'm hoping I will get back to that area, because there's still left stuff there. I think I will not. Oh my god, why am I... Played kinda greedily. Greedily, is that a word? But we can do this now. So this just converts my magic into hearts, which is quite nice. Oh, I got lucky there. Lots of rupees, which is nice. And then I came from the top, so now let's go to the bottom. Kill this guy. This was 3 hits, right? There we go. This guy was 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. I always find it interesting when you play kind of like older games. I mean, this is not an old game, but it's certainly inspired by an older game. How all the kind of like enemy behavior and player pattern stuff, like player movement stuff and so on, has evolved, right? Like this all started with, you know, Pong, where you could move up and down, and then Space Invaders and so on, right? And here you already had enemy behaviors that were obviously a lot more complex than that. But still, I mean, for the type of game it is, there's quite a bit of complexity in this that at first, like, you wouldn't actually assume. But if you try to build a game like that, and I had that when I started out programming and making games, I tried to do prototypes of, like, you know, trying to copy how Super Mario Bros. On the NES works and so on. And there's always a surprising amount of depth, even in the stuff that they built back then, which I think people aren't, well, a lot of people aren't even aware of. So with these guys I have to be careful, because I get sapped if I hit these with my sword, I think. Or is this the sword where this doesn't happen? Probably not, right? Break pots with your sword, but not being able to hit these guys. Always like light any torch that you find, any lantern or whatever this is. I didn't need to pick this up. This is also interesting as a coupon, gives you 15% of any shop item. This would kind of be nice to have, but let's see if we even find a shop. There's 2 hearts here. I'll leave this here for now, which might not be smart, but I'll do it anyway. And this teleports me back. Okay, so I'll check out this thing again. Missed a pot here. Then we had this thing here, which is nice, so at least I know I can get teleported back. Some more Octoroks. This guy's. Okay, this guy, and then let's see, is there anything here? There's nothing here except for a teleporter. But before I head into that, there's nothing here, and this was that other teleport thing. Didn't I kill these enemies before already? Oh, I didn't want that. That was the wrong teleporter. I've been here, and then down here, and then here, and then down the stairs. Yeah, I messed up here a little bit. This, and then back here, and then up here, and then past this guy, and then over here, and then down here, and then over here, and I can grab this now. Do I not have anything that I want to drop? I could drop the arrows for this, but I haven't seen any store anyway, so I'll leave this for now. And then let's head into this teleporter that we had there. Let's see where we're going. Okay, some more Octoroks. I have to be kind of careful here. Jesus. So it's not just pots, it can also destroy skulls. So these are treated as pots. 1, 2, 3. So 3 hits for both of them. The colors threw me off at the start when playing this game, because in A Link to the Past, the blue guys are stronger than the green guys. But here, the blue guys are the same as the green guys. Blah. And these mummies certainly take a lot of hits. Oh my god, I'm playing really not that well right now. Let's do this so we convert. And then let's go over here. Do we have any kinstones? Nope. There's a key here. Why would I buy a key? That takes the fun out of it. Oh, Jesus, really? Wow. Okay, well, at least we used our magic. And I will actually buy this and consume it. So I can fill up my stuff. I don't know if that's actually really efficient, and that certainly wasn't at the end. And I'll also buy this one. And consume it. So I can convert some more. But see, I think this is a really interesting mechanic. All these little bits that he added and stuff that, you know, that have been designed here, they all feel pretty useful. This is that old trick from A Link to the Past where you can stand in the doorway, hit enemies, like Diablo. Getting enemies cornered in the doorway. Let's see, we can equip here. I'm pretty sure there's nothing there, but okay. So I don't know what the rules are for this, but usually you can kinda guess if a wall is breakable. You also see it on the... Oh, there's a curse. There we go. We've been cursed. Effect pendants no longer work. Well, we don't want that. Open for treasures to remove the curse, or I'll just use the... Oh, that tastes awful. You're now uncursed. Well, that isn't awful to me. And we got the key. And then again, let's see how this routes us back. Oh, with a teleporter this time. Okay, well, let's defeat this guy. 2 and 3. Yes, 3. Exactly the same as the other colored guy. Which is a bit strange. Why do we have multiple if they are exactly the same? And where was the key thing? So I'm guessing here. Yeah, so this, again, like it routed me back really nicely, really organically. Actually, I have 2 keys. So I can open this door as well. And then we have this. And I can go through this door and immediately kill this guy and then defeat this guy. Yeah, well, that's one way to do it. I can do this and this. This was not very smart. And we can defeat these guys. Wow, money. That was not good. Wow, more green kinstone. So that's cool. Oh Jesus. These guys just shoot randomly. They're not the ones that shoot when I attack. They just shoot in periods. Oh Jesus. I think my best bet here is to just spam. I don't have any bow stuff. Normally bows are good for these guys, because you don't need to touch them. And I have a fairy here, but I have quite a lot of health still. That thing might come in useful if I have less health. Bind the bow now. Yeah, let's buy the bow now. Okay. There you go. And how much, what does this do? Let's check. +2 attack, +1 defense. That would actually be also really nice, but I don't have that kind of money. Man, inflation. This looks like it could be something. But it isn't. And then we already have the boss here. Okay, this is stupid, but I'll try it anyway. Okay, yeah, it isn't anything. And then we have the boss here. So, obviously, what I would like to do is I could fill up my health. I could also use my bow here. Not this one, but this one. So we can get rid of this guy. And then up here's the fairy fountain, right? Yes. So she should fill up our health. And then, is there anything else we missed? I don't necessarily want to waste my arrows on this stuff. And I don't want to go too far back. I'm pretty sure I missed a bunch of stuff. But for the sake of playing through this real quick, I just want to quickly get to the boss now. And normally this kind of boss, and I tried this by the way, reacts... I don't know if many people know this, but in A Link to the Past, with this worm boss, the ice rod is just fantastic against them. Like, you hit them twice and they're done. I don't think that's the case here. I'm pretty sure I tried it in one of my first playthroughs and was a little bit disappointed that that's not the case. But I can also understand why that would not be the case. But still, I will use the bow here, because then I can stay away from the projectiles. And basically do this. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get these hits in. Oops, that guy hit me. And now I'm out of arrows. Okay, so now I have to play for real. Okay, let's just do this. Oh, this is really stupid. This will take us some time now. Oh my god. Let's just use up all our magic. Oh, we got the first one down, which is nice. Just at least got a hit in. And then let's get another hit in. And then let's get another hit in. This one jumped short. I'm very impressed how he copied the behavior so exactly. I don't even know how you do that. I would guess, because there's Zelda decompilation projects out there, that he must have looked at the actual old assembly code and so on, or the... I think there's a C program out there, or a C decompilation thing. Because otherwise, like, it would be really hard to copy this exactly without actually knowing the source. And we did it. So again, I don't know if I'll actually be able to make it through. But it's a pretty okay run so far, I would guess. So now we can head downstairs to the next one. So here, and then we're on floor 8 already. And that's the ancient ruins that basically looks exactly the same as the sewers, just in green. I would really like to have the bigger lamp now. So, okay. Crystal switch stuff. So at the very top of the map is where I need to go back later on. I hate these guys. So basically with these enemies, you can't hit them from the front. You kind of like need to circle around them and then hit them. Which is super annoying. Jesus. Yes. So this time thing is interesting. That's a homage to, I think, Zelda 1, right? Where you basically can freeze and kill the enemies. Zelda 1 didn't actually freeze them per se. Like, not with ice. And then... I'm pretty sure this isn't actually a bombable wall, but let's see. Man, we're pretty unlucky on the bombable walls. So let's throw this, and this. Killed one of them. Before we go down, let's check here. Ah, jeez. I don't know if there's a better trick to defeat these guys. Jesus. I hate to waste my bombs, but could be something. But of course it isn't. Jesus. Yeah, but I find the enemy behaviors and so on really, really interesting. For, you know, top-down movement and so on, I think it's really, really interesting how this stuff works and how they got so much out of this. Out of just fairly simple behaviors. Okay, we defeated all of these guys. And let's see here. Get some torch. And by the way, this is the same thing that we are always doing internally as well, right? Like we constantly have to playtest our games. And the nice thing with playtesting, or what we basically expect people to do is... Man, but I could use this one now. Usually the important thing with playtesting or user research is that you always want to make sure that people vocalize their thoughts all the time, because you always want to know when people play your game, what are they thinking right now? And, you know, do they actually come to the right solutions and so on, which a lot of times, if you do user research, can actually throw off players, because they're not used to that. Usually when you play a game, you're not also talking at the same time. And there's a weird brain thing that happens if you're talking. These, by the way, the crystal switches always confused me. I mix up what color they have to be in order for the blue thing to come down. I hope it's blue. But yeah, with talking while playing, that can be quite difficult, because I think while playing, you probably use a different part of your brain or something than you do while you're talking, and so that stuff gets mixed up. And so usually, and I think this is true for a lot of games journalists and so on, you play way worse if you have to talk and play at the same time than if you just sit down and play a game. And I think it's because of that. So we've been here. Let's check the bottom for a second. Yay, money. More bombable wall stuff. I mean, we have 10 bombs. We can just give it a try. Of course, there's nothing. Man, I'm really unlucky. I would love to know how the random stuff actually works in this game. A fairy orb. Releases 2 fairies if we drop it, okay. Because I'm wondering, like, how much stuff is actually getting randomized here and so on. Again, there's nothing. So, like, is it... Did I hit some seed or something where I just don't get any bombable walls? Again, let's just try. Nothing. Perfect. I'm glad I bought that bomb bag. Wait, so here I came from here, right? And then, but here we didn't check at the bottom yet. And this is just lots of ghosts. I don't like these fire guys, they throw me out of my groove. And this was nothing anyway, just a couple of ghosts. So I think we came from here somewhere. So then I do need to head over here most likely. And then here we already did this one. And then let's check the left again. Was there something here we missed? Nope. Then let's see, was there something here we missed? Nope. And this is where I wasted my bombs. Don't remind me. Ah! More bombable wall stuff. I don't want to waste more bombs. No. I wonder if that counts. Like, do the enemies, like, can I cheese them by hitting them, going out of a room and then in again? Like, I don't actually know. More heart. This guy a couple of times. Okay, still nothing. But I do have a key already, so now I can get back to the first room. So when we started, we said at the top there's the key, right? So let's just do that. We'll go back to the top. Is there something I missed here somewhere? Probably here, right? Did I go up here before? So this I find really nice, that there's even dungeon rooms like this. Oh, there's a secret door here. Where the one room is on top of another. And it still loops nicely and everything. I mean, like, yeah, if you played Bloodborne or any of these games, like, none of them do that. Which I find pretty cool. And I would love to see how that was done exactly. So here was basically the key, right? I wonder, did we miss anything else? Let me just check real quick. No, just... Oh my god, no, this was a door that closes behind me. I don't have any matching kinstones. One more of these guys. I hate these guys, so that's why I'm not fighting them. Let's just check here. Then let's head down here, and this is where the thing led, right? So, let's get up here, let's get over here, let's go over here, and then basically back here. And this is where the door should be. Where was it? So this is closed. Wait, didn't we say the map at the top? Yeah, here was the crystal switch. So here we go. Okay, shield or +3 defense, blocks larger projectiles, fireballs, and magic beams. And then this one gives him +2 attack and +1 defense. So it's all really interesting choices. I'll take the super duper gloves because they also give me more attack. Generally in games, I'm always kind of like the player who just goes into attack as hard as they can and then tries to dodge and do whatever instead of just tanking damage. Even at my 40 years old of age, I'd like to think there's still pretty good reflexes, which is probably not true anymore. Oh Jesus, yeah, there you go. That's my reflexes. And there's nothing here. Let's see. What do we have at the bottom? Oh, I hate these guys. No. And very little room. This is like Capra demon stuff. Which, by the way, is also a really interesting enemy. I always loved it in Dark Souls that they created these little rooms that, you know, by themselves, a Capra demon is nothing, but because of that tiny space that you fought him in, it was the worst. Let's try something. That was a total failure. No, I don't want to use... Oh, wait. We can do this. This? How do I use this? Equip? I think I need to throw this. So use and then throw. That's me a fairy. No, but I don't want to waste the other one. Well, there it is. And now we'll just go through that. And we'll nerd all of these ones. I think I need to kill these guys for the doors to open, which is another one of those things that, you know, like, used to be totally normal in older games, right? But these days you don't see that much of that anymore, simply because I think we're also concerned these days with contextualization, right? Oftentimes, even if it means, well, but it's less fun. And I certainly made that mistake before. So I can grab this. Yeah, I certainly made that mistake before, where I knew we could do something better if we don't care about contextualization. And with contextualization, I mean stuff like, hey, this should just be a floating platform, or this door should open if we kill all the enemies. And then we didn't do it because, well, how are the enemies connected to that door, right? But I work in a team, and every now and then I have a team that overrules me. Or I let myself get overruled, because you have to be smart and listen to smart folks. So here we have a secret thing, and then we can switch to red. So basically now I can remember this, right? So red then means, because blue before meant that the blue switches are down. And if they're red here, it means the red stuff is down. So I could go back to that crystal thing, blockade, and that should be down now. But first, before we do that, we check this out. And then we have a gem here, which is great. That goes into my treasure box. So next time I find a Sora fountain, I can already use that. And hopefully get some really good item. And I don't even want to bomb stuff anymore now, because I had such terrible luck with walls in this run. I didn't before. Oh my god. Please no. Do we have some other thing to get rid of these guys? Do we need to go here? Okay, bye-bye. I don't want to deal with this. Let's go here. I'll keep that heart, because we only had half a heart there anyway. Then a little bit of reward time. And I mean, it's very interesting if you look at this, right? Like, we're making No Rest for the Wicked right now, which is basically a game that comes out like 30 years after A Link to the Past, but a lot of the same concepts still apply. Frankly, like, if you look at how that stuff has evolved, right? Like, there's even... You could go back all the way to the Double Dragon and so on stuff. And there's still kind of like roots of that in what we are doing these days, because when you defeat enemies, right, like this kind of like combat system of just what you had in Brawlers is still to some degree very much applicable to what we're doing these days in No Rest for the Wicked. And I think people sometimes downplay the importance of what all these games did, and we're still copying all this stuff. And not just if you're making little indie retro inspired games or something, but literally everything is building on these foundations that were built 30, sometimes even now 40 years back, which strikes me as really neat. Oh my god, a new sword. Dragon sword. Shock resistant. We'll get that. Oh, I'm so stupid. I should have gotten the inventory upgrade instead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, I would have totally invested into the inventory upgrade instead. Ay, 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 ay. That was not smart. And we can't sell anything. I would sell my goddamn shield for an inventory upgrade. Okay, well, I see something here, but that is a long shot. I'm pretty sure this will not work. There you go. Does nothing. Did I miss anything? Because like getting that would be so sweet. Pretty sure this is nothing. Yes. Did I even come from here? Yes, I did. Man, getting this would be so sweet, but I also don't want to backtrack all the way. And I don't have a compass, so this is gonna take me forever. So I don't want to do that. So we just have to endure. No inventory upgrade for me. Okay, so now we're in the water temple, and even just hearing water temple gets me frustrated after Ocarina of Time. Okay, so we have another crystal switch thing going on here, and the key is right here at the start of this area. So 1, 2, 3. So now we're basically at baseline again. I find that interesting as well, right? Like with RPG mechanics and stats and so on. How it always, like, you get stronger and stronger, but in reality also, you know, enemies get stronger, so you're always kind of like at a certain baseline. But still, people love to feel stronger in role-playing games. So the first whiz ropes. I'm shock resistant anyway, so I could actually just hit these and don't have to wait anymore. And then we have these guys. 1, 2. So these take 2. And then, let's see, so we can do this. This rope. At this point, it's actually better for me to hit enemies than to throw a pot at them, because I have more attack than the 2 damage a pot makes. Let's check out what we have here. So we didn't go to the top yet. Something here. Oh my god. Oh my god. We can convert a little. It's here, the key. Well, I'm in dire need of some hearts. So let's see. So the key was here somewhere, right? Here, and there's the key thing. Okay, I can kill these with 1 hit. That's very nice. Here. Is there anything else here? No. Alright. And the bomb. And this. That wasn't good. And I know it looks silly from the outside that I just stand still and spam the button, but a lot of times I feel like, hey, that's the best strategy to do in a particular moment. Yeah, so we hit that crystal switch, so that again, like, it's routing me back really nicely. So that gives me a key, and then I can use that here. So kind of like, I like how logically this resolves. If you remember, you know, if you played Wind Waker and so on, right? I remember how there's this forest temple, and you get the key. You know, you have to go all through this kind of like complex dungeon, you get the key, and then you're being routed back fairly organically, which sometimes can feel a little bit cheap. But a lot of times it's also nice for the player that they don't just have to traverse all the way back. Wow, that looks really hypnotizing. And I'm just kind of like amazed, to be honest, that this works so well in a thing that does procedural dungeon generation. Like, really, my hat's off to what this guy did there, because that's nuts. Do some more conversion. Oh my god. Okay, I think it's time. Actually, it's not time. It's time for candy. Yeah. Okay, so this opened that for us, but we came from here, and then... Or did we? I don't even know anymore. I don't really know anymore. No, I don't think we did. Did we? I don't really know. I think we came... Yeah, this is definitely my correct path. That was lucky. There's a gate here. So let's go this way. And this way. And let's hit these guys. More of this. And I'm not looking too bad on hearts now. I would also like to get a new armor, because this armor starts to suck. A new bow. Was that Zelda? What are you doing here? You're doing Echoes of Wisdom. Oh, this should be fairly straightforward. And it was. Usually if you say something like that and get cocky, it's the moment that you die. There's some rupees here. Let's head up. Let's do this. The whiz ropes also I think are not that interesting here. Like they don't vary up their spawn points. You basically no, another curse. Shops refuse to sell you anything. Collect 100 rupees to remove the curse. Well, that is fantastic. That's very unlucky, 2 curses in one playthrough. Yeah, regarding the whiz ropes, like I think they would be way more interesting if they would actually vary up their spawn positions instead of just spawning at exactly the same spot. Again, I don't know if that was intentional or if that was done because, well, that's how the whiz ropes work in A Link to the Past. But I think it would be a better design if they would vary up so that you really have to hunt them down. Let's go here. That should be easy. Another thing that, like with these anti-fairy things here, in A Link to the Past you can actually throw the powder, the magic powder on them, which you can't anymore here. So I can't actually even equip the magic powder anymore. It's just gone afterwards, right? And in A Link to the Past, that's how you turn the anti-fairy things into fairies, which is really powerful. But here you can't do that. I wonder if the guy knew that, who made the game, or decided against it. I think that would have been nice. Why not allow the player to keep using the magic powder? We actually have a very similar thing going on in Wicked right now. Oh my god, I really need to use the potion now. Where we have to make a very similar decision, and I think it's better if the player... I always think it's better if the player can use a mechanic not just in one way, but in multiple ways, right? So that's also something that we did on Ori, where for every mechanic, every ability that we introduced, there needed to be multiple use cases, so we would... Oh, so she now tells me beat it, kid. And there's nothing more for me to do, so fantastic. Yeah, well, I'm cursed. Yeah, so for Ori, like when we did something like Bash, right? Like we needed to come up with, oh, Bash would be obviously useful for platforming, but then it should also, hey, what puzzles can we do with Bash? And then, whoa, I have my lights set to a timer, and it's already pretty late. It's 1 AM, which usually tells me I should go to sleep, which I usually ignore. Yeah, but it should also do something for puzzles, right? Like if you have something like Bash, and then you also wanted to do something for against enemies and so on. Oh my god, that stupid timer. That is really dumb. I use Kasambi, which is just the worst app. And so I always think that is better. Oh, I don't want to drop it like that. I want to use it in order to throw it, which is a little bit awkward. But let's do that and let's see what we're getting. Here's an item. Well, it's not bad. London milk fills up 8 hearts. I would say that was worth it, probably. And so this is another thing. This is the dwarf mining town. And this is basically another town, but it has some different mechanics and so on, which is really neat. They use the blacksmiths and so on, right? From A Link to the Past. Or I'm saying they. It was one dude. So he. In that case, it's not a she or some other pronoun, right? It is a him, I think. Because his name is Justin. Let's see. The wishing pond. Oh, we have this item here. So this is what we're using here. Oh my god, I'm cursed and I don't have any... the shops won't sell me anything, and now I'm in the town, so that means the shops won't sell me anything, which would be really bad. Wishes granted. May these help you along the path. Well, let's see what we're getting. Oh my god, inventory bag. I love you, fairy. You're the best. Well, that was well worth it. That's what I call delayed gratification. That was really worth it. Holy shit. I shouldn't curse. Holy crap. I don't know if crap is better than shit. There you go. Does he actually sell me anything? No! I'm gonna die because of this shit. Crap. That's the worst. Jesus. And then there is this thing. Yeah, I made it once to the dwarf mining town. And there is this bomb puzzle here. And I don't even know if I have enough bombs to do all of this. But where was that bomb puzzle thing? Oh my god. Really? I need to lose a life here. So that is really bad timing that I have that stupid curse when I hit the town. I think it was here. Yes. So I don't like this at all, design-wise. But basically there's this whole thing here where you have to bomb up walls over and over and over again. I don't even know how it was anymore. Something like this. No. Was it here? No. Was it here? Yes. And then you have to go through that sequence over and over and over again to get... Jesus Christ, it wasn't here. Was it down again? I'm gonna waste my bombs, I don't care. Oh, it was here. Okay. To get to a couple of chests, right? Which is just, oh my god, really? And now I can't buy any more bombs. I don't think I will be able to do this in like 10. Oh my god, I'm lucky. So here, if you look at the map, I'm guessing it has to be this. No, it's not. Jesus Christ. Where else would it be? Really? It's not here? No, I'm gonna get stuck. It's also not here. I can't believe it's not here. I thought it would be here. Wait. Did I really screw something up? I don't know where it is. But this, I don't like this at all in terms of design. Oh, here. And then if I look at this... Oh, Jesus Christ, really? It must be at the bottom, right? Yes. And then if I look at the map, it should be right now. But where? At the bottom or at the top? I'll just put one here. Nothing. So it must be here somewhere. Are you kidding me? So it's not in the middle, it must be here? No, is it at the bottom? I mean, I'm already done, because there's more. Yes, so it's here. Pendant of revival. You will be revived if you die. You will lose this pendant afterwards. Which is nice. But this keeps going. And then I'm guessing, well, we can put a bomb here, but I mean, I'm basically done. Because this keeps going all the way, and so you need to buy a whole bunch of bombs and so on. And design-wise, I don't like this at all. Like, this is just not something anybody would memorize. And I would have to look up a walkthrough now. And I don't like looking up a walkthrough. I want the information for this to be in the game. And maybe it is. I haven't seen it. So if there would be some dwarf or something that I can talk to and I find him in some weird spot and then he tells me the solution and I can write it up on a notepad, that would already be better, I think. But the way this is done, I don't like it and I can't buy anything. So basically now what that means is that apart from the stuff that we did, I think the dwarf mining town is useless to me and I just wasted a whole bunch of bombs, which isn't great. So we'll have to see if we'll be able to make it through. Is there anything else I missed? We haven't been here yet. Enriching kinstones. This is this. And this is leading down to the thing. I'm just checking real quick. Did I miss anything else? So we'll go here. And by the way, we can run in this game, which is also very uncharacteristic of A Link to the Past, because you only were able to run with Pegasus boots, but not by holding the B button. So I don't think I missed anything, but I got screwed like crazy here. So let's just keep heading down. Moldworm's lair. I hate Moldworms. We got a compass, which is nice. And the key is in the first room. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Wow, fantastic start. Gotcha. Teleport on this side. Okay, so we head down. 1, 2, 3. These guys are annoying, so I'm gonna try to hit them as they come here. These guys are even annoying if they're blocked behind that thing. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, I think. Okay, yeah, you're annoying. So there's the crystal switch at the bottom. So key at the bottom and then crystal switch at the bottom, which means what will be the critical path? Will it be the key or the crystal switch? I don't know. But now we need to go find both. So this and this. This and again another teleporter like this. Oh my god, I already don't like how complex, I mean obviously I like it, but as a player I don't like it, how complex this dungeon is. It looks very complex, but maybe it's just because of the compass. Looks like the explorer search for his body for loot. Every single time on my run so far, when I hit yes, I got nothing. If I go no, what happens? Nothing. So I could just as well hit yes. Oh, so I got some loot. That's interesting. I really thought this would be something like, oh my god, you're disgracing the body, so if you say yes, so you're not getting anything, but apparently that's not it. What is that? The Ring of Bombs. Would have been great just a couple minutes ago. 115 for a shield. Should we do that? Why not? I have a mirror shield. What does the mirror shield do? Blocks larger projectiles, large fireballs, and magic beams. Well, that certainly sounds okay. There's another key here. So, there's another door here. And we weren't down here yet. There's here. Just a button with a switch. Again, this is one of those contextual things, right? Like if I pitch something like that at Moon, I think people would just go absolutely bonkers. Like, hey, what if you just stand on a pressure plate and then some magic chest appears? And, you know, that's certainly one way of doing things, and a really nice and interesting way of doing things, but we're not really using those mechanics anymore these days, right? Like, you couldn't imagine God of War playing like that, where, you know, you step on some switch and then magic chest appears in front of you. And that's interesting, because I don't know if that's actually better or worse. I can certainly say in terms of design, a lot of times this stuff would just be better. It would be fun to just fill up the rooms and so on. That's one of the things that has always been said about Miyamoto, that, you know, after a game was already almost finished, that he still wanted to have his polish pass towards the end, where he could just tweak the games and like add more and more little secrets and twists and this and that. And this stuff is fun. And we're not doing that anymore because we all want to be so realistic and believable and so on these days, but I'm not necessarily a proponent of that. Even though I do understand where people are coming from with this. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Block the fireballs. We have that power. Man, sometimes I'm being really stupid with how stuff hits me and so on. Teleport. Well, let's go into it now. Whoa. Guys, chill out. Oh my god, I can't die here. That would be embarrassing. I don't have a lot of hearts, and I'm already pretty far. So, and I can't do any of this anymore. What is this thing, actually? What of wealth should have been that turns enemies into rupees. Needs to be charged. That doesn't sound that bad. I never used this before. And also this... Yes, seems like a cracked wall, but I don't have a single bomb. Thank you, Dwarf Mining Town. You were great. So this is a difficult decision. And I love that. I love whenever games throw difficult decisions at me. You know, that just makes it interesting. So do I pick the 75, the heart container, which just generally helps me and fills up my health as well? Or do I pick the stuff that lets me kill stuff faster? I love stuff that lets me kill stuff faster. But I think I have to be a little bit economical here. And just hope that I get some more money. And of course I don't. And here's the crystal switch. Again, old Zelda trick. Just use the doorway. Oh Jesus. Should have stayed in the doorway. Okay. Teleporter. Where are we now? We still don't have a key for this. And I've already been here. How come I don't have a key for this? Oh, because of the crystal switch. So here's our answer to from before, right? So the critical path is actually twofold. You need to go through the door, but in order to go through the door, you first need to go past the crystal switch thing. That's interesting. So then at the end of this, I will get the key. And then with the key, I will be able to progress. And obviously, you know, this becomes a bit predictable, you know, because, I mean, there is a formula behind this, clearly. But again, like the way this is done, super nice. Like just extremely smart and very flowy. Oh, we have another thing. What is that? Hang on. Rod of ice. And the invisibility thing, like that item was so cool, the idea of that. I'm just playing, I just played Zelda with my boy and so on, and he also loves the idea of like an invisibility cape, right? But actually using it, like I always found it fantastically useless in Zelda and so on. I don't love how I wear this thing and then my energy drains like just so rapidly. I think it would have been a better item if it just wouldn't drain energy quite as fast, if you'd use it. But as is, I never really found it all that useful. But again, I would love to know if that's just me or if people generally didn't find this item all that useful. Okay, so I'm almost dead, so I really like which one is better here. Restores all my health. And this one restores 8 hearts, right? Yes. So I think I'll use the Lon Lon milk for now. Which was a good decision, because I had exactly that much. Oh my god, really? Why? These little bastards, really? Okay, we got you, we got you. Oh, okay, not gonna... Ah, really? And I don't have any bombs. Okay, so here's our Moldorms. I hate that Moldorm enemy. That was the boss that I hate the most in A Link to the Past. Because it's so, I don't know, either I never figured out the pattern behind it, but I find it very unpredictable. And then it's the boss in this floor as well, of course. And it's just as bad. Okay, so we have the key and now we can advance. What are these guys supposed to be? Like, are these also just Octoroks? I always wondered. I don't care. This is too much hassle. Oh, and speaking of Moldorm. Oh, here we go. So how much was that sword? So I'm wondering, should I try to go back? Nah. And I'll pay with my life for that decision, but... let's not do that. Let's get a heart. Get another heart? No. Let's just do it. So here's that nasty worm. I hate him. Because of this. Yes, because of this. So we need to hit his tail. Oh my god. I don't have any other health stuff here. I do have a revival thing, so if we die, at least like we get one more chance. But at this point, like I will try to take one more damage. Well, not try to take one more damage, but I will use this if I take one more damage. So now I really have to use it. And man, I need food. Or some healing items. Or something. I don't find this fun. I think this is crazy. And I don't find this very predictable. Oh my, I almost had it. Now I have it. Yeah, I never found this guy fun, even on the Super Nintendo and so on, right? Like I always hate when I have to fight this enemy because it's so kind of unpredictable, and then the whole bounciness aspect of it and so on. I don't like it. I'm also not sure how I would improve upon it immediately. Here we can go to the next floor. Well, I would say so far this is a pretty good run. I'm already on the last floor, Aghanim's Fortress. So This is gonna be a doozy. Do people still say that these days? Oh my god, new shield. What's this one do? +4 defense, blocks all projectiles, magic beams, and lasers. So here's the thing with this game. None of my equipment will matter at the boss. Because they take everything away from you, which is kind of like a questionable decision, right? Because you're building up, even like in the last floor, you're building up all your stuff, and then at the boss, they just take everything from you, and then you have to defeat the boss in a very specific way. And I think I saw some criticism about that already. Like some streamer, when I mentioned this game on my Twitter, was mentioning that he hated that design. Which, you know, I can see it both ways. But it makes me not really want to invest in the shield, even though that's kind of unrational if you know, because I also don't need my rupees anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But I think people just want that, again, power fantasy, right? Of like being able, like the stuff that you built up to, being able to use that at the last boss. Oh my god, I'm gonna die here. We're actually gonna do some crazy stuff now. Oh, that was powerful. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? That was so good. Why did I never use this before? Yes, give me your hearts. No, I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Wait, I can buy the shield now. Which I really don't need, but... a green kinstone. Okay, so we'll go back and get that shield now. Because that might save my butt. Or not ruin my life. Let's see. Where was it? It was here. Where's that other thing? Pendant of Health. What does this do? Plus 25% bonus for items that replenish your health. I don't have any items that replenish my health. So I think my best course of action is to buy that shield. But already the whole fact that I don't have any items that replenish my health will be very bad for me. So let's see. We're heading down here, and down here, and then to the right, and this is a new room. And it's empty. Yeah, sometimes I get these empty rooms, and I don't know what that's about. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits for these bastards. Holy shit. And these armors statues, 1, 2, they also usually take up a lot. 4. I think it was 4. 1, 2, 3, 3 for these guys. And these guys are super annoying. And they always have been. At least like there's no Lionels in this game. Okay, so crystal switch, which is already nice. Oh my god. I'm not gonna deal with this one enemy here. I already hit the crystal switch. Oh my god, that was not like super fair. Wait, I don't want to go back yet. I want to go here first. Wait, I'm confused right now. Didn't I come from here? I came from here. I think so. And then I on the top. Okay, so this wants to route me back. I get it now. Blah blah blah. So then go back and then go back here. I don't have any money for you, cat. Wouldn't it be amazing if I could use the rod on her? And then steal her stuff? Oh, and by the way, stealing is a really interesting thing. Like, I recently wanted to write on Twitter something about that, and... because I think we haven't seen stealing enough in games, anywhere near enough. Like, cause it's been done a bunch of times in games, but not anywhere near enough. Because Thief was really nice. But then you've never really, after Thief, there weren't really many games that were about stealing, about like breaking into something in a really cool way. There was this one mission in GTA 5, I think it was, right? Where you had to, you know, steal a bunch of money, fittingly. But, and then there was Elder Scrolls, like this stuff with, you know, the certain factions where you had to steal stuff and so on. I always really enjoyed that stuff, and I always, like, that's something that I would be interested in, like making a game that's all about stealing. And there was this one game called Monaco, which had this really interesting premise, but as a game it didn't really work, I felt. What was that? Really? I can't throw pots at them? Oh, that's so good. Are you kidding me? That felt really good. Okay, so these guys are all dead. Could have given me some better rewards for that, frankly. Wait, so where do I have to go? So I think I hit that crystal switch thing, right? So, and then there was still stuff to explore here. So this, I think we explored, and that's the key here. So then this, did we explore this already? There's this, there's more to go here. And there was just this. And then with the key I need to find some other way here. So here is probably the key then. So I have my shock resistant sword, which I can use now for these guys. Thank you for defeating your own dude. That's nice, thank you again. And by the way, this is also something that we're looking into for an Arrest for the Wicked. The whole certain factions of enemies attacking each other, which always is really fun. Like if you kite enemies to another and then they, you know, you get the reward that they actually attack some other group and so on. That's a thing that I would like to see more of, and that we're certainly gonna look into. Okay. Almost ran into the teleporter a little bit early. Wow, I can take the skull with me even through a teleporter. That's interesting. So then there's this. We're doing pretty well so far, apart from my health could be better. But I think this is a pretty good run. Oh jeez. Of course I say that and then everything blows up into my face, quite literally. I wonder if there's a breakable wall and these bombs land there. Do they open the breakable wall? Because that would be cool, but I'm not sure that's the case. Jesus Christ. Got it. Okay, killing enemies, open door. Oh my god, I would love to have that thing right now. Actually, I'm quite stupid. I have 9 of these rod charges left and I didn't use them. I also can use my magic. Let's try to be a little bit strategic about all of this. I also never use my bow, but I will try to get the tunic, even though, you know, the tunic should still be good for me, right? Even during the boss, or does he also strip you naked? I'm pretty sure he actually strips you naked, which is saying something. So we defeat these guys. This is actually not that hard so far. That's pretty okay. We're looking pretty good in terms of health and everything. Oh, I'm so dumb. I just wanted to use the rod and then I didn't use it again. 100 of these and 30 of these. Oh, I mean, that's what it costs. You know what? Bam. Get some stuff. Yes. Beautiful. I can buy my armor if I make it back. Question is, how do I make it back? There's yet another chest for me. Health and magic potion. Wow. We're rolling, boys. Okay, so these guys are immune to pots. Why would you be immune to pot? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. More Jesus Christ. Ah! Oh my god, if I'm dying here, I'm gonna freak out. I do need to use this now. Which might not be bad anyway. It fills up all my magic, which means I can also use my ring. Which means something. Certainly does. But before I do all of this, where's that goddamn armor? Where was that? Where was that? Let's see. So we're going here. There's this guy who sells useless stuff. Then there was this. Then there was this. Yes, here's the armor lady. Yes. Very nice. I have my armor. I love how people kind of like, even if the armor is just a red version of it, right? Simply because the number is higher. Like the armor seems really sweet. I'm not gonna fight these guys here. Or am I? Does this make more sense? I think it makes more sense. I'll probably have an easier time fighting these guys here than I'll have on the other side, which I'll have to. Come here. Get over here. That would be a nice item for Zelda. Like the scorpion kind of like get over here thing, and then you can whack them with the sword. Okay, the chance that he comes over to my place is like not that high. Where did I have to go now? Was it here? No, this was the armor lady. And then this was something whatever room anyway. And then we were heading this direction, and then away here. And then down here. There's something left here. And then this way. This is not a nice room. Oh, well, it's not that bad. But you know what? Pow! I like the sound effect. Pow! I don't have any keys. Holy crap. Holy crap. I didn't even see that thing. Hey, this is nice. Wow, that shield really saved me. Stop shooting me. Holy crap. No. I even have my... Oh my god, really? Items that use magic use twice as much. I don't care. Open 3 treasure chests to remove this curse. I don't think I'll get to treasure chests anymore. Wait. That also means my little heart ring will cost way more, which is not cool. I thought that's just the rods and so on, but nope. So that curse sucks. Which I guess is the whole point behind the curses, but there you go. I don't even know what these guys are supposed to be. Like, is there white stuff? on top of their helmet? Is that the eyes? Or is the little white stuff in the black stuff the eyes? Because there's also this weird thing in A Link to the Past with Aghanim himself, right? Where you can look at him in a very different way. I think that's similar here. Bam. Bam. Whoa. Whoa, 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 come on. Yeah, so this uses up way more. That's not cool. Jesus, 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 Jesus. I wonder if it's a thing that after the dwarf mining town that no bombs drop, but wait, did bombs drop? I might just not have realized that as I was picking them up. Because I have 8 bombs, where did those come from? Die. Okay, I have a key. Oh, jeez. That was the key thing. So I think this loops me back, wanting me to go here. And then this, oh, and here's the key. I have 7 bombs, so, you know, why not? Of course there's nothing. I've never been this unlucky before with these items. You know what? On this guy, I will use this. Huh. Well, that made it easy. Which it would have been anyway, because I have that shock-resistant sword. That's also not hard. Okay, so we got lots of arrows, which for a really crappy bow, is just a level 1 bow. And we have lots of money now. And we have this guy, who I don't like, so you are money now. And then we have these guys, which I don't really need to kill, right? So I'm not. Fine. And give me some magic. Wait, this? Really? Now I need to loop around? This could come to an end pretty soon, because like this, holy shit, this whole floor is already pretty nuts. So I don't know if, you know, people are gonna be happy with this. I feel a bit weird, frankly, to play like an influencer would. But I mean, this is stuff that we're doing all the time at Moon as well, of course, because we just play testing, right? Like it's fairly mandatory. It's not fairly, it's very much mandatory at Moon that we constantly have to play test the product. And then vocalize our thoughts while playing, just so we, you know, see, is the game fun? Oh my god, I don't have any health anymore. I don't have any food items. I just have my little ring, which was the best purchase ever, basically. But that's not gonna end well for me. I really need something to get my hearts up. Well, I don't have anything. Where's this even? Rod of bombs. Alright, that's useless. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I feel that. I don't need to kill these guys, right? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, I was in the last floor. Hey, wait a second. Holy shit, I revived. I completely forgot I had this thing, so now I'm gonna fucking murder everybody. Aw, come on. Well, that was nice. Certainly would have liked that the revival thing would have spawned me with full health and so on. Oh yeah, absolutely, I want that. Where's that other thing? Ring of bombs. I already have a rod of bombs, which I don't use, so screw that. But yes, I'm gonna take this. And I'm gonna... How much does it fill up? 3 hearts? 1, 2, 3? Yeah, I think we're good. I'll use that. Man, that was something. I completely forgot that I had this revival thing. Hey, this is nice. Yes, bam. I love that you can break these huge pieces here as well. That was never a thing in A Link to the Past, and it feels so satisfying. I still have 2 charges left for these, so I'll use that. Man, now we're suddenly looking great again. So this is the nice thing about roguelikes, right? I'm actually not that big of a fan of roguelikes normally, which might sound weird to some people, because we just also teased, you know, our roguelike thing for No Rest for the Wicked, and I am very excited about doing more with the Crucible. But normally, like Dead Cells and Hades and so on, I'm actually not that, or Binding of Isaac, where everybody was saying, oh my god, Binding of Isaac is so great, and I just like didn't really work for me. But everybody's tastes are different. Jesus Christ, no. Oh, so this is the crystal switch thing. So that's what I just got. Okay. So we did this, we did this, we did this. We might just make it to the boss. I'm getting a little bit optimistic here. And then this is for charges, right? Not enough magic to add a charge? This crap needs magic? I didn't want to waste my magic on this shit. What the what? I didn't know that. I thought you could just charge forever. Or is this like a special thing that because it has a blue glow or something? Oh my god, there's even more. What the hell? I'm pretty sure like, okay, so that means the entire map will fill up, right? Like every single room will be used. But I mean, we're pretty close. Here, eat some skull. I still can't believe the thing before, where the whole revival thing revived me. That was fantastic. Our game would have already been over. Okay, so now I'm on the other side. Have this. No, you're not gonna do that to me. I hate that these can jump that high. Oh, so no, bombs do drop very much so we solved that riddle. Whoa, no way. Yes, some fairies, that's really good. And I'm getting lots of money. Wait, so that... What was the curse? I had to open chests, right? So I don't see why not. Oh, I'm uncursed. Perfect. I don't see why I wouldn't buy these. That was 55 and I got 30. That was a pretty raw deal, you blonde bastard. Is that supposed to be Link from Wind Waker? What was that thing? If rupees convert magic from magic meter into rupees. No, I need them for hearts. I need my magic for hearts, for sure. I'm even using that. Because nothing here really. Wait. Was there also something at the bottom? Really? That room does not get filled up? Really? Wait. I want to see that. No! I did not want... What? That room has to get filled up. Yes! Wow, this is like the first time I got a breakable ball in this one. So we have to go this way. And there's one room that I missed there on the left side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Bam. And bam. Oh, yeah, of course. Why is it always the stupid stuff? I think we're making it to the boss. It's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Why am I even killing this guy still? Okay, so yeah, it's looking pretty good. I can use this. Because I'm losing all my stuff after. So I just want to make sure I'm not screwing myself. So none of this will matter anymore. So I know that now. So that means I also can use the fairy, right? To just fill up that half heart. But let's see. I'm scared. Okay, so when I do this, it will take all my stuff away. And then I will not be able to use it. So I will drop these just to fill that half heart up. And then we'll need to do Aghanim. I love how you use these little sequences for this kind of stuff and made it work exactly the same with the same sound and everything and music and the build up. And it didn't quite work like that. I don't think the crystals flew into anything. I think at least. I think you used it on Ganon's castle at the end. Oh, if there's my old friend Link, you're foolish to have come here. I've grown more powerful. I don't think you have. Since the last time you saw me, this time you don't stand a chance. Say goodbye to your precious items. That's not cool. So yes, he does make you naked. So now we have to use the run and so on, and then we have to like basically hit him this way, right? Holy shit. Now there's this. And whenever he drops the bombs, we need to throw the bombs at him, which I guess is a little bit of an homage to the whole, you know, throw Ganon stuff back to him, right? And I don't know what that is. So it's some force field thing. Holy shit. So bombs. Hit him. Wow. And I can't... Bombs? Yeah, bombs. Jesus Christ, I have to be smarter. No! On the last boss! Are you kidding me? Where's my continue button? On the last boss I even knew what the strategy was. That's so stupid. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was such a good run. Oh my god. At least I didn't embarrass myself, but what a shame. What a shame. But that means I'll be able to play this game again until I beat it at some point. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, like I never usually do this, and I don't know if I'll do this in the future, right? But people have asked me if I would play some stuff and record that. So here it is. And I thought it would make sense to do it for this game because I really appreciate this game, even though who knows if Nintendo will, you know, go crazy with this. But yes, if I would be Nintendo, I would absolutely 100% reach out to this guy, and you know, I'm sure lots of people would love playing something like that on the Switch, which makes a lot of sense because they released a lot of these kind of like Tetris 99 and F-Zero, and those kind of things, and I think people enjoy those games. And it's not like Nintendo had like insanely great titles lately, back to back or something, right? So doing something like this would be great. I don't know how difficult it would be to port something that was made in Game Maker to the Switch. I don't know if they have some way to compile that on there, but really, really, really good game. I really enjoy this game. I really enjoy, and I think a lot of other designers, in the industry should look at this, because I think we moved a little bit away from just the simple fun of this stuff, right? And you know, like there are games that still use some of this, like Returnal, for example, was really interesting, and so on. But yeah, there's just some simple pleasure there, and there's a lot, you know, to discuss, I think, between designers on what these kind of games do right, and to compare to, you know, what have AAA games become. Because this just gets you into the action, right? You just hit new game and hey, it's fun. And I completely understand that today is the expectation, you know, today the expectation is like a lot higher, right? Like people expect a huge story and cinematics and all of this stuff. And I get that, I'm all for that, right? But every now and then, like I think, excuse me, both of those things kind of like have to live side by side, right? And something like this, frankly, I mean, I would love if Nintendo would do something like that with Zelda, just as a spin-off. And actually, here's another kind of like controversial opinion, right? But I enjoy this game and what this game does with dungeons a lot more than that whole thing that Link's Awakening, the remake, did with dungeons. Because in Link's Awakening, you were able to design your own dungeons and so on, and they had a whole mini game about that, right? And then Echoes of Wisdom was actually supposed to be a game just based on that dungeon maker thing. But I think something like this, and with the way it's doing procedural generation, like there's really nothing, no reason why it couldn't do what this guy is doing in the 3D kind of thing that A Link to the Past or Echoes of Wisdom, Link's Awakening or Echoes of Wisdom did, because those games, even though they're 3D, they're tile-based. At least, like, they feel that way, right? Like, and you could totally replicate all of that tile-based. And I think that would be really fun. I would love to see what Nintendo would actually do with a roguelike title, right? And so I think it would be very smart to just hire this guy, allow him to put it on the Switch, and, you know, or even like give this to Grezzo and just tell Grezzo, hey, you have a year, just port this over with your engine and enjoy. That would be really sweet. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was fun, even though I totally got killed on the last boss, but such is life. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye. Oh, my mouse isn't working. Okay, bye-bye.